Rising. First and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, chosen ones, you already know. I only want you to take what resonates and leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying for certain scenarios for you. If you don't happen to get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you're going to get it through somebody else, so be patient with your process. Also, as you know, my voice is too raspy to be whispering. So this is about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, okay? Now, before we get started, chosen ones, as always, I want to thank you in advance for all your love, like, share, subscribes, gifts, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. I appreciate you. Now, let's jump right in. Chosen ones, at this point in time, you may start to realize or notice certain changes about you. See, there's a few things that you may be experiencing, so I'll be able to relay those things to you. One, pay attention to how your body's feeling right now and how it feels pertaining to certain people that you have around you. So, for instance, chosen one, if every time you have an encounter with a certain person, you feel sick, you feel tired, you feel exhausted, you feel nauseous, so on and so forth, almost like flu-like symptoms, pay attention to that because there's various reasons. Now, some of you, there were certain individuals that you physically had around you that were attempting to poison you. So these are people that may have been putting things in your food. And some of you may say like this person may not have had the opportunity to cook for you. But if you drunk around this person, if you around this person, this is almost like somebody that was intentionally trying to poison you, intentionally trying to put something in your system to have people view you different. So some people were actually putting certain drugs in your food and in your drinks as well to take advantage of you. So if you were to overdose, it would be like you took out yourself. And there's various reasons behind that. There's some of you that the people that you were connected to, you may not have realized were witches and warlocks. These are people that actually were playing in dark magic. They were out here trying to sacrifice certain individuals that they were encountering. So they intentionally went on certain dating sites, went on certain social media, went out into certain communities, so on and so forth, with the intentions to find their next victim. And they encountered you. But they didn't realize that you were going to be the person that ended the cycle that this person was doing. So when they found you, chosen ones, or when you came across their direction, they didn't realize that it was divinely aligned. It was divinely orchestrated. God knew that you were going to be the person to hold this person accountable. You understand? But you just had to remember yourself and remember the purpose to your mission. Because some of you chosen ones, when you cross paths with certain people, you may have automatically felt like they were your equal, automatically assumed that this person was for you. They was your lifelong partner. But nobody said that but you. God had you come in almost like the 60 Days In show where they go under disguise to see how certain things ain't operating right. That's what you came in. God heard certain complaints, certain cries out, so on and so forth. So he had you come in into investigating. So he had you encounter this person to see what they were up to. And when you started to see what they was intended to do towards you, when you started to see ways that they was acting towards you, saying things, whatever the case may be, you were able to call judgment because you relayed those things to God. So God was able to decipher like, nah, this person ain't learned their lesson. They still not living right. So therefore you called judgment. But let me progress. Chosen ones. So there was people that you encountered, some of them intentionally what may have been poisoning you. They were trying to encourage you to drink, encourage you to pop pills, encourage you to do certain sexual things. And sitting there trying to have you have all these whatever the case may be. So now some of y'all chosen ones may have chose to do those things. But again, it was that Jezebel spirit, that intentions behind that demonic energy that you encountered. So there were certain people that were trying to sacrifice you drug you, take advantage of you, were siphoning certain energy from you. So when you were having sex with people, some of these people were doing sex magic. So therefore, again, they were draining you, chosen ones, while attaching certain demonic entities on you. You were spared. Some of you may not realize how close to demons you had truly gotten. And God kept that veil over them, because had you knew who you was encountering at that time, you would have lost your mind, chosen ones. So again, there's certain individuals that pay attention to how you feel around them. If you feel a bad feeling, like God's intuitively telling you not to eat or drink after certain individuals, do not do it. If he's telling you to eat or drink or switch up a few things, because your appetite is changing as well, which we'll get into. So pay attention, because some of you had people that was intentionally trying to poison you because they had certain life insurance policies out on you that you were unaware of. Some of these individuals successfully took their own family members out, their own friends out. But when it came to you, you are a divine individual. You are chosen. You were intentionally placed here to disrupt these demons. So I can tell you right now, again, pay attention to how your body feels, because some of you, if you're still around these people that you know is not for you, there are people that, again, are attempting to poison you. Other chosen ones, their energy is eating at you. Their energy is impacting you. So again, when you're around them, you're feeling sluggish, you're feeling rugged, you're feeling tired, irritable, sad, so on and so. You understand? Because they transferred their energy over to you in a sense. See, some of these individuals, chosen ones, you have to realize energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only transferred or transformed. So what does that mean? The energy that's placed out has to go to something. So when you are sitting there in a good mood and you feeling energetic, you feeling yourself again, you feeling ambitious, and then you connect to this karmic friend, karmic lover, karmic surrounding, you get tainted again. You get contaminated again. So now your energy is drained while they're feeling all abundance, because you allowed them to transfer their energy on you. So think before those phone calls. Every time they call, they got to vent about so-and-so that they already know about. The person been cheating on them. This is 12 years in and they still saying the same thing. We get the mess. You understand? This is somebody that keeps going back to the same toxic partner, but they have you as a third party included in it. So some of you are carrying on the energy of the person that you're connected to. Your homegirl's getting cheated on. You ain't even been with nobody, but you taking that energy on yourself. There's some of you that your friend out here sleeping around. And now you get nervous every time it's time to test, but you know you ain't been sleeping around or doing nasty shit. You've been celibate, so what you nervous for? That's transferred energy. There's some of you, soon as they talk about how they got car troubles and this, and you tell them certain things that they can do to get through it, all of a sudden you got to use that advice that you gave to that individual, because they didn't transfer that energy on you. Now you going through what they was going through, and now they no longer have car troubles. Be mindful and look at everybody that you're connected to and say, is that worth that risk of you getting what it is that they're experiencing? Think of everybody as that you come in contact with. If you was to come and interact with them, if they had some, like, you wouldn't be around somebody who had bed bugs and shit. You be like, oh, F no, I'm not putting no risk at that. You wouldn't leave your bag overnight at somebody's house that you knew had roaches in that shit. You like, nah, I ain't even going to run that risk. You ain't going to have a hot boy riding your car knowing he got certain things on him. You not going to do that, right? You're not going to ride your car knowing the tags is bad on the main highway. Now, you might duck it off in a sense. I'm not encouraging it, but I'm saying you're going to move smart, right? So look at everybody that you come in contact with, whether or not that's a page that you click on, somebody that you conversing with. You have to make sure that you're not absorbing their energy, because at times, chosen ones, because you're an empath, you're a sponge. So every element, you're adaptable, but almost think of like water, but a sponge. It can fit the shape of wherever it's around. And sometimes people have you fit and mold yourself into the position that they was going through so that they can catch a break. You understand? So again, think of somebody that is holding something and they're like, hey, can you hold this real quick? Now you holding it and you can't put it down, but they not coming back to release you from it. See, chosen ones, you got to watch that, okay? Your intentions are good, but who you're intending to give these good intentions to is not the individual, or not the individuals for you. You'll be able to realize who's transferring energy on you by being patient and watching. Because all of a sudden, think about what you're feeling. You feeling sad, you feeling mad out of nowhere. That's projections. You feeling good any other time, then randomly you feel mad. Randomly you feel sad. Randomly. Now listen. At times, those are projections. Now wait and pay attention to who all of a sudden around you starts talking about those experiences. They talking about they was sad because of this. So you realize what they was going through, and you realize it was them projecting. That's who your energy. That's who you have to call out of your energy. That's who you have to remove yourself from. When you ask God to reveal who's going against you, and you start to see people around you go through certain things that they intended for you to go through, and then they come to you to help, for you to help them get through what they're going through, knowing darn well that they intended for it to be you. That's why you have to use your intuition, because you get in trouble by God for helping the enemy. You helping your friend who's going through a heartbreak, and she's been speaking bad about your love or your potential boo. She's been speaking spells on you, saying you never going to find your individual just because she has a sorry ass person. Her getting in your head, making you feel like you got somebody that's not for you just because they're with somebody who's energetically, mentally, spiritually limited. So be cautious of projections right now. You also have people that sense that you have a come up that's coming. See, when you were wanting to work with them, they didn't want to jump on a movement. But now that they see that it's moving, they ain't realizing that it's too late. They already got left. See, every seat needed to be accountable for. So when you gave them the first opportunity to play a certain position, whether or not that was a partner, whether or not that was a true friend, whether or not that was whatever the case may be, the title that they had in your life, I want you to fill that part in. You gave them first dibs in a sense. You gave them a first opportunity to make the right decision. They chose not to. So somebody else crossed paths with you, seeing your worth, and they wanted to invest in you. They instantly purchased that ticket. So now their seat is solid while the other person's was missing. So now there's certain people from your past wanting to come through, wanting to be back in your life, because now all of a sudden the things that you said were going to happen, they starting to see come true karmically for them. So what you said that they was going to experience, that you understand, when they went against you, now they're starting to see them. Now they want to befriend you because they feel like you going to put in a good word to help them stop going through what they going through. Absolutely not. Once you gave it to God, that's it. There ain't no calling it back. It's already in motion, because it was all about them throwing that first stone, and now it ricocheted. Now it's coming back to them. They don't know how it's going to hit. Now I have to say this, chosen ones, because again, you had past partnerships that did not want to step up and play the position, that are now going to present themselves as if they are ready, as if now they want you, because they can sense that other individuals are starting to notice you. See, they didn't give you attention until other people started to acknowledge you. They can tell. See, you carry yourself like you already are in love way before love even comes. You carry yourself like happiness, like the prosperity is already here way before the physical finances actually came. So people don't know what you understand we're going through. They don't know what you then came from. They didn't know where you was going to, but now they starting to see it, and now they regretting their past decisions. They chose other people, and the whole time the other person was a facade. That was the test. You were the person that came to be their escape from what they was experiencing, but they overlooked you because you wasn't their vehicle. And when I say vehicle, because your body is like a vehicle, chosen one. So think about that, right? It takes you to where you need to go, takes you to certain destinations. Has certain benefits that come with it. See, we all know that somebody can look good but still be a lemon. See, you understand? But there's certain people that when you arrived, they felt like you wasn't up to speed for them. So they was expecting, as far as a certain type of whip. They wanted some foremanship, whatever the case may be. They didn't even realize that you were sent, because there was no other person that can get them to where they was going to. You were the vehicle that could go off grid if you need to. You were the one that was bulletproof. You was the one that, I'm trying to tell you, your energy, chosen ones. They ain't know the benefits that came with you. See, as we see now, all these little tech cars are always crashing and going down, and they going back to the basics. You never lose with sticking to the basic, which is love, your moral, so on and so. But you want to say that's another story. But let's say this, chosen ones. There's people who looked over you, didn't even realize that you were there to help them get through what they was going through. You were the opportunity to flee, and they chose not to. They chose to go against you. They actually teamed up with these demonic individuals in order to try to stop you, who was trying to help stop those people that was trying to stop them. They messed it up for themselves. So now that your love is coming in, ain't no now going, nah. They did what they did. They gonna have to learn from that. Stand on that. Stand solid like you did. Chosen ones. When I tell you that there's certain people that are going to get presented certain opportunities that's going to call for a relocation, I want you to know, chosen ones, again, some of these people may allow other people around them to stop them getting to their location, but you are not going to. Keep going. No matter if anybody else wants to join you, you still going to do what you are called to. You understand? It's just the fact that you may have wanted to invite them. They could have, you know what I'm saying? They could have sat there and enjoyed the benefits that came with you. Almost like a free ticket to go see those same views, experience a perfect day, and they ain't even have to do certain things, but they'll listen to other people. Know that somebody is still praying for you, even if the people that encountered you took advantage of you, so protect your energy. Know that the enemy is trying to have you speak against you because you're the only person that can stop you. You understand? So do the opposite. They speaking spells against you to limit you. You speak life into you. You speak life into your finances. But know some of you right now are getting placed at a standstill position. Not because you messed up, because you already separated yourself from demonic individuals. You already trusted your faith. You already standing in it. It's because God's telling you to wait for the next play. It's perfect timing. Everything is divinely aligned. So it's almost like riding your car and hitting the green light every time. When God tells you it's go time, it's go time. Nobody gonna stop you, chosen ones, okay? Enjoy the views as you go. Enjoy the scenery. Continue to be great, chosen ones.